Hey guys, how you guys doing? I wanted to fill you guys in on the whole North Korean sanctions that were passed, the UN resolution that was passed through the UNSC meeting that occurred yesterday around 6 p.m. It's been a couple days since my last video, guys. I've been really busy at work, but I'm going to try to get you guys this information as fast as possible and as much as possible. But you're probably like, dude, we don't really care about that. Tell us about these sanctions. Okay, so what we're hitting them with hard right now are the textiles, right? So in that aspect, you know, these are the strongest sanctions so far. But these were watered down sanctions. I say they were watered down because there was two permanent Security Council members, i.e. China and Russia, who weren't going, they're not behind a full oil embargo on North Korea. US and our allies are calling for such actions because at this point, that's the last straw of sanctions. Like, once you try that, if that doesn't work, you know, it's the military option. Well, that or live with a nuclear state North Korea, which the US has said that they're not going to do. But we did cut about 30% of their crude oil imports. But it was a watered-down UN resolution. Not a big win for the Trump administration or Nikki Haley. We had to backpedal a little bit and try to coax China and Russia to help us out. Because we've been saying on this channel from the very beginning, 3 months ago, that China and Russia are not the answer to North Korea. They're just not, because what China and Russia want is the U.S. military out of that region, and the U.S. military is just not going to do it. Their allies, Japan and South Korea, they don't want that to happen. The U.S. doesn't want it to happen, and we're getting to a point where these UN resolutions, like this one, do you really think that this is going to stop North Korea? A logical person's going to tell you, yeah, most likely not. Right after these were passed, you had North Korea come out and state that they're going to cause the greatest pain that the U.S. has ever seen before. We haven't seen a nuclear test or a missile test yet, but I do think a missile test is most likely going to come within the next day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, something like that. Very soon, basically. We've been getting intel stating that they look like they are prepping for a missile test. We heard that back on September 9th, and that would have been one of the prime times for them to do one, but because of solar activity, we're thinking that's why they did not. So definitely look for a missile test. We have to see how North Korea responds to this UN resolution, because how they respond dictates how the next steps. Because if this UN resolution doesn't push North Korea to back down with their nuclear program, at that point, you either, one, live with a nuclear state North Korea, which Trump and his administration said is not going to happen, and most Americans don't want to happen, or two, the military option. Alright, today Trump came out and said that the North Korean sanctions are nothing compared to what will have to happen to denuclearize North Korea. We're seeing China and Russia come out and say that the U.S. better not try to overthrow Kim Jong-un. I saw Ambassador Bolton go on Fox News, and he stated that it was in China's best interest for a unified Korea, which I thought was the biggest joke I've heard all day. Because we know, like, why in the hell would China want a unified Korea, a Western-backed democracy, on their doorstep? They don't. That's the whole reason they've tolerated North Korea for this long. It's because they're a buffer between U.S. allies and their interest in China. But guys, what we're seeing right now is perhaps another missile test. North Korea is going to do something, to show that they don't give a damn about these UN resolutions. And these watered down resolutions, if these don't work, where do you go? Because China and Russia aren't going to support a full oil embargo on North Korea. So you're left with those two choices. And honestly, I think the military option, at that point, will be used. We're going to have to see. It's very scary. As more information comes out, guys, I'll let you guys know. I'm going to try to make more videos, one a day at least. Grab a beer, guys. Enjoy tonight. Say a prayer, because we need them. And keep your eyes to the skies.